Okay guys, we're going to be uncovering some very less talked about Capricorn traits. I mean, they are there, we see them, but we don't notice them, we don't talk about them. Let's talk about them. So if you know a Capricorn, if you are in a relationship with a Capricorn, if you live with a Capricorn, if you breathe the same air as a Capricorn, so I have a list. It's not a very straightforward list. There's no particular order, but we're going to be talking about these few topics. Self-critical. What do I mean by that? We are our own biggest critics. I don't know about you guys out there, but I don't know really, but I am my biggest critic. We are too critical. We are too, especially about the things we are passionate about. While these habits also helps us improve, it's also detrimental in a way. It's also limiting. So I mean, just learning to just ease up sometimes is just the best way to go about it. But we are too critical about our own stuff, and that is just how it is. Fiercely protective. Capricorns are really fiercely, the word fiercely there, protective of the people we love. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't go violent about it, we're always looking out for you, we're always checking up on you. I mean, if they care about someone, they go to any lengths to protect that person. In other words, Capricorns are the guardians of their loved ones. Fact. We have a knack for delivering the funniest lines with this straight face. Sometimes the humor is so dark, but we are dropping it, and that's just how it is. Natural leadership oriented. Capricorns are natural leaders. Okay, we take charge without even knowing we are taking charge. Yeah, it happens. I don't know if you've ever found yourself in a situation where you weren't really put on the job, but somehow in a way you took charge and everything just, you know, I'm not talking about no government positions or anything in particular, but Capricorns just tend to, in the moment, sometimes unconsciously they don't know, but they take charge. Love for solitude. So as much as we love being around people, as much as we love to connect, as much as we love to, you know, vibe all day and, you know, exchange energy, we love our solitude. My solitude is the best place for me. Like, my alone time, my me time is the best time. We're going to be talking about me times, and not just for Capricorns. Why your me time is very important. Yeah, let's put a pin on that. We will come back to that. Time is very important for us because, I mean, after all the connecting and vibing and everything, it's so draining because most of those connections are not actually, you know, real connections. We just have to show up and just be there. Alone time is the recharging time. That's when we reflect and recharge, and, you know, we have to recharge because it takes a lot. Another thing I want to point out is solitude isn't loneliness. Okay, for us it is not loneliness. It means something entirely different. Solitude is power. We are obsessed with quality. That's true. Foods, when it comes to foods, clothes, houses, I mean, it just may make person just get money for this economy. Like, it's crazy. Capricorns are low-key romantic. Why do I say low-key romantic? Capricorns don't usually come out and scream I love you. We don't usually scream I love you. We do I love you. So while the Capricorn is not really flashy about romance and loud about it, we do it. So yeah, it's low-key because we don't say it, we don't announce it, we just actually do it. So showing up, actions, consistency, make sure your partner feels secure. Capricorns are always great at managing finances. I don't know about other Capricorns. I mean, I've had my bad turn up with finances, and yeah, I had a lot to learn from it, but we actually always do have a plan B. There's always a plan B. We are the deep planners, you know. There's a plan B, there's always a plan B, plan C, plan D. There's always a plan after every plan. So you get, so yeah. Subtle, very subtle sacrifices. So Capricorns may not announce the sacrifices they are making for you, like skipping a favorite activity, or skipping on me time or their alone time, or just doing something, stretching yourself a little bit too thin to show up for you. We do a lot of we sacrifice a lot for people we care about, and we don't go about announcing it. Yeah. Emotionally guarded. Capricorns are emotionally guarded. Another word for that, emotionally intelligent. A Capricorn may not react to what is happening in front of him right in that moment, instantly. Not because of so many reasons. People might perceive that for weakness. Some people might perceive that for personality disorders and all that. But most people just tend to process their feelings in different ways. Capricorns are emotionally guarded. Sometimes we don't react, not because there is no reaction, but because we are processing it differently. Listening without judgment. Capricorns are the go-to people, go-to confidants in terms of crisis, because when you need to vent or share your burden or anything, because I really feel like carrying the burden on your own isn't the best way to go about it. I know we don't have people we trust, we don't always have people we can really trust around us, but talking about it actually helps. Talking about it helps a lot. One time I was really going through something crazy. I couldn't talk to anyone because I felt I couldn't trust anyone around me, but I spoke to someone about it. I spoke to a total stranger. Like, I just met him and we were just having a chat, and I just said, hey, this is what I'm going through, what do you think? And he gave me the best advice. Now, I'm not saying he's a Capricorn, I'm just saying on the general idea, you don't have to carry the burden alone. You don't have to go through it alone. That is another very, very, very intricate Capricorn toxic traits. We love to do things on our own. We feel like we can do everything on our own, and that is not true. No man is an island. I think that's a slang that I heard I learned in Abuja. No man is an island. Everybody needs help at some point. We all need help. Even the greatest people out there had help from someone. So you cannot always go through it on your own. You need someone at some point, even if it's as little as talking to. Yes, you can share a burden. It makes it lighter. There's a saying, I think a burden shared makes the burden lighter, or something like that. I'll research it. I'll be back to it. But what I'm trying to say is that, listening without judgment. We Capricorns tend to listen without judgment. I tend to do that, when you vent or you share your struggles, we're always there to give you thoughtful responses. We're always there to support and always ensure that you feel heard no matter what. That's like support without being judged, right? This point leads me to the next point, which is consistency as a love language. Always showing up, always being there, always showing up, always being there, Alright, that's the end of the show. We'll continue.